Now, Asamoah Gyan, because of the as of now, when a new position within or Dr. Mahama Bawumia the campaign in NDC for being was to I am with the tier. Or you would there, or Asamoah Ghana near what to more on the ball or the international level. We to know only Ghana Black Stars, so you need to do Pepe, just because of appointment to the campaign team of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, them rubber leader youth and sports no. Because of that, it's a NDC for want to be that. Now there was this post by OSA Obama Pokrasi. Also there, the NDC minions are bleeding following the appointment of Asamoah Gyan as chairman of the APP SAP Manifesto Committee on Youth and Sports. Now, actually, this particular news file, it can tell you very clearly there. NDC for no, tell the CCR don't know what that one now. You know, there is this particular thing. Also, ironically, this is a party that once had bleached-skinned failed boxer Bukum Bankwa, their campaign lead on youth and sport. They are a bunch of so December 7th, Bawumia Fa. Until you can see a picture of GFK, the General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party. Asamoah Gyan Samir Uku, the CEO of Ghana Lotteries Authority. Now, because of the appointment into these three gentlemen are really Ghanaians. You could see them that yes, this is not easy. This is really a solid team. Now I'm coming to show you some of the reasons are Bandemi there. He would want to speak to the sports and the youth and sport of this country. Now opening a bit of a backlash. But my parents were there. We've also had some certain people who are even musicians. NDC has used them, but MPP never had anything bad to say about them. And one typical example is Nasi. Just recently, you be a trend for the Nade Asida. And I remember that this Asida song on BBI. And NDC used him. John Domani Mama used him on the tone. And Mama, that's all. Nasi not to that you know. And he has been contracted again to do another music for NDC. Because the first song not bad, it was quite nice. And they were able to use it to win the elections for the first time, but second time they won far. Now, they are contracting Nancy again, and he has confirmed here. But the thing is, no MPP has had a problem with Nancy. Another one could be Bima. And what though as it were, you have people who take it personal that you are an NDC indeed. Don't come here. This one is just some of those small things. You know, he will feel not to go because, as it were, if my campaign through my song, but to the tone by way of deal. This is just money talking. You feel me? There's no contribution to us on the party, but actually he did the thing and was paid for it. He were paid for it, so he was paid for it. It's more like you need my services. I come to you. It is cocoa or tadama found with queen cocoa. So you check video no.
This is Augusto NDC. Oh, Mahama. Augusto NDC.
So my friend is a man and your mama. I'm
on friend.
Oh, my friend. Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah, boy.
The pain in your hand.
And this is what the baby.
And this is what
you see, this 18 seconds video telling you that Nasi has been contracted again. But Ghanaians, it is not trending info. There, he has done it before. Nobody had a problem with him. And even for a long period of time, people didn't even know that it was Nancy. People didn't even know. Asamoah Gyan career or joining the campaign of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, after why Assam. According to NDC, once you are an affiliate of their party, then it means you have nothing to offer. According to the NDC, once you are not an affiliate of their party, then it means you have nothing to offer. NDC, for according to this is Niger Mensa or Mr. Devil. Hey, Mr. Devil. Also, there, according to NDC, no, say, and come on party, one or other, you be prepared at the ball for one. At the same time, at the ball for Ghana, so at the same time, surprisingly, the MPP doesn't respect or rubbish Nasi because of his affiliation. He is widely appreciated and celebrated by all. Allow Asamoah Gyan. Nasi to Mahama, former President John Mahama. Obiara and Kasim Bon being Tier. Na America there, perhaps Oko baby because it is MPP or populated, you know, maybe or my man. That one it is normal. Even people in Ghana, they will do their faces one or two to you at least. But to take it on social media, to take it almost everywhere, it is on Facebook, it is on Twitter. That's some way na waha, some way na kakake some way share. Very, very, very serious. You remember there, Asamoah Gyan and Kobo, this oil penalty. I remember this one, the Ghana for BBI. Asamoah Gyan a captain of this particular match. Na obo ball na penalty so quick through anka World Cup in Ghana can set record no. You to me across. Abasem no see. Asamoah Gyan lose penalty. Share obi za akoko yo dynamic za akọ oye of na Twitter, which is X. Also the moment Asamoah Gyan will call this MPP agenda, he draw back the team to mafia the NDC. Look critically at his face, Udini. Oh, it's meaning that ball now boy no. Because of all copyright issues, now it is a sound never will be bad. And she are now will cause a bit of oil the video violation on YouTube. I'll play it, but my voice not on more. Inti as ye when Asamoah Gyan with the original ball nechi. Ewa goalkeeper no sudem. You don't hear na action that no ball ban no. Eh? Oh no ball ban. Yen shemo ye. This time, na former President John Dramani Mahama no president. Nti according to the dynamic na chede, onya kai there. Our maybe ye were MPP na e na obo e zebo ba. Oyibo no obo imagine everybody. We are doing politics in Ghana but should be really more than far. Because the person has gone past all of these stages, he has played at the international level. He has to come back to his country and contribute to the country. But you know, in this country, you know, for you to always be someone contributing your quota, either there you be philanthropical, another you open an academy, that is being a sports person, another you open academy, you be philanthropical, another you open academy, another you be appointed to occupy a particular political position. Now imagine that if Asamoah Gyan has been appointed to become, let's say, the Minister of Youth and Sport, he knows the know-how, and I am a staunch believer there. Persons like this should be made to occupy these positions. We should not have people occupying these positions who have not even been footballers or sportsmen before. We should have people who have been on the field, who knows the know-how. They know the touch on the ground. These people don't know how to build a thing. They know the internals when it was their time. What people were doing now were wrong. And so we should always be getting footballers and sport persons occupying youth and sport ministry. That is all. He's a best fit. See that appear best fit, Sulemunta best fit. Unless that worker they will not do it, then we have to look at other people. But we should concentrate on them first. Not only the men, the women, the black queens. Yes, we should concentrate on the sport people. So if the government has come, no, concentrate on a sport person, so that in the end, Obotu will encourage all the sport people. Or then there he lost there. He missed the penalty because of an MPP agenda he wanted to do on social media. Hey, now Asamoah Gyan Kuriara, he said something about former President John Dramani Mahama. He said something good about him. As to the time I cast to Hunsam Bebe, I want my video.
We know that you love boxing. Why are you here today?
Yeah, as a boxing promoter, I have to be around to witness the bout. So,
how do you feel being here today?
I feel great. The reception has been massive since day one. The fans, everybody has been here. They've showed me love since day one. So I'm very, very happy.
But Buffalo loves boxing more than you. Do you believe that?
Of course, he loves boxing.
Let me talk to him.
He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it.
He will talk. I know. Now, finally, we have the former president here. We have all the ministers, aspiring members of parliament. Everybody is here. What message do you have for them?
Yes, I'd like to greet His Excellency, former President, Mr. John Dramani Mahama. One thing that I remember, I don't want to. I have to go back. During 2014,
okay,
when my friend's incident happened, Castro,
yeah.
I remember I called him on the phone, and then he asked me what he could do to help, and I told him anything he could do. I remember within less than an hour, there were like 10 helicopters at the Adana.
Wow!
Yeah.
So you remember this day?
Yeah, he's a man who I would say he's a sitting president who normally talks to me, like speaks to me on the phone.
Wonderful.
When he was in power, and I always appreciate what he did for me when he was in power.
Wonderful. You know why I envy you tonight? You are seated by one of the finest MP in Ghana, Dr. Zenato. Are you happy to be closer to her?
Yeah, I'm happy to be closer to her.
Maybe there's some chemistry.
Yeah, she's a hardworking woman.
Hardworking woman.
You know, from the family she comes from.
Hey, the chemistry is different from the family. Okay.
I know I can will among the general Yadam Betty Binasa. This oil post us now how will Asamoah Gyan succeed after paying John Mahama and the NDC with Igbo after such good heart. Even I, Papa Man, at Abuwa Castro, Asamoah Gyan Kane, Sabi. It is about something good about former President Dramani Mahama. Maybe why I am a normal fee there. Oh, I am a papa because time I some seen what down. Sabi. You bana wato yoye insunu munso minya am friend nara less than an hour na 10 helicopters na madao and that is very nice. Okay, that is very nice because for you to call someone na no attends with you not with one helicopter over 10 helicopters, that is good. And he felt that at that point, he has to thank him. No, then I say na you bana ye papa na wi na say Dr. Mahama Bawumia or form the campaign team. No, I mean, you were being called to join all the campaign team. On your application, I send an empire CV as a corner. Why you betting? If John Dramani Mahama wanted Asamoah Gyan to be part of all any campaign team, he could have equally also added him. Isn't it so clear? But with this post, he could dynamic record. John Dramani Mahama, Papa, why your dama or Asamoah Gyan? Papa, na why am Papa Bay, no, I am. There, helicopters were but just to save a musician. I mean, it is even today, and I don't know here, but it is even said, even in public, the same person that works at he said something good about John Dramani Mahama. There, also the NDC with Igbo with after and the I don't even know how and how I'm able to crack this. The people taking it to social media, all the NDC people taking it to social media. That's a much and I'm grateful. Why John Dramani Mahama? Why did they mean? No, the campaign team of former President John Dramani Mahama had every opportunity to call Asamoah Gyan and any other player or any other sport person, but they did not. The current Vice President, Dr. Mahama Bawumia, decided to call Asamoah Gyan. What is your problem? And he decided to go. What is your problem? Also, no quote and also contribute to our nation's success. Also, what is your problem? It is not about party. It is about making sure that you are you are representing one thing. Knowing who there. Asamoah Gyan what tweet now I can some of that now sometimes no. I na okasa onkasa ayampie mu there be auto na wa shahoba ewulo monko president ewulo monko captain on shada nkasa ntia na ondi watam nanso asam or kan na sebe or kawasam Asamoah Gyan posting this was just a couple of minutes ago. Also there, when I look back at my career, my highs, my lows, my failures and my success, I think I have enough experience and techniques to contribute in sport. The Oshe baby, Yankuponi bebedu. Baby, what to sin the baby, Yankupona bomb would do be ana. Oshe, oh yeah, Mumusia, no any techniques, no any, oh yeah, Zawishi with regards to experience in ana. Oh, there's Sabi. We share our button wide and also too much abona manfu with regards to sports. Also, I always ask myself, how do we create change? You are very important. I always ask myself, how do we create change if we don't want to change? How do we spectate being on the bench? How do we spectate without being on the bench? And how do we score without being on the field? That's deep. How do we pass on to the baton of the next generation if we don't share our experience? How do we achieve without a clear path ahead? I believe that with a collective experiences, we can orient the next generation to do better than we did. We can give hope where hope is lost, and we can inspire when all hope seems lost. All I know and I'll ever know All I love and I'll ever love is sport. Let's join hands and sharpen the path and the future of sport. Let's inspire, teach the youth Ghana sport. Ewulomonko. Asamoah Gyan, we bu wana be, but won't ask it. We bu wana be one time, maybe the code just a bit, and there is always one thing about the year princess saying, then baby, papa. Right now, look at the current state of the Black Stars. Asamoah Gyan, female miss man, no wire. Elma wire. Obi a star. Or Kazin Wadini ye. Say, Oma, Obabakawa, Adino Oko Nim do Bendubi. Nanso Yapadi be said, honor be said, say, a bat now. Necessary as the one sa is the go. Necessary sabi room to Anamana, be someone as no way another already. Definitely only ye. In a sabi, you knew me there, conquering day and order, young Hinim, Yaboko ye do nay to me, I bibi, near that boy or ye chill muffono. Say, and yet, them obey or them robber ya didn't be here. Sabi no, you know, did I in a ye could see him. Also, on the wing and Damakunya, walk or the local teams, walk or the national teams, or international football, as the winning wabo experiences. No. But why shall we would say, Yimpa, young persons, and they may be able to see no. In the channel, all to shit, I'm a damn uncle for the day. They are always want to just sit at a particular point and they don't want to change. But he wants change. And he feels the best change is with Dr. Mahama Bawumia. And a slogan in there, it is possible. Also, let's inspire, teach the youth Ghana sport. In the way this is telling you there, all our regime, the hope is not lost. Sports no Ghana may to rise again. Nadama semi, and I obayansafo, or catch out the wubu de no one can answer. Now the kind of comment when ya wada hono. Also there, if you say Olulomonko, you say I am 100%. I am in 100%. May God bless you for thinking about the next generation. Baby jet for life. This is what we are talking about. This is what we are talking about. This is what we are talking about. Enka, Tidema, maybe you have for the style of Dr. Mahama Bawumia because as your Vice President, Dr. Mahama Bawumia, clearly say Etwa Yampeti and the Krana Unkasa. They come Unkasa. Asamoah Gyan, Unkasa, Obatro, be nice, but it could have done would they, yes, or part of them go for no one more way where they don't want change. Mamu, why do you check comment section? If you there, Asamoah Gyan Wakana. With regards to oil and some work can with the another Dr. Mahama Bawumia, which you know are contracting another on that kind of campaign team. Do you think that man Kofi are doing oil a good thing to him and looking at all the experiences of oil na see a which you what to him pokra which you mother my NDC for no na kwana oil if you no work city oil as a wager and also webbing a dama kunya na over partake in the campaign team. Do you think they are fair to him? Looking at Akonya Unya in international football, Utuma Bogana, or Lucy penalty. Do you think that Nangasa to himself, no, he intentionally did it? Damn, Robaya, HD, one career, don't the man, Mahama Abedne, certain record. Do you think that Asamoah Gyan Yadama in a code to Dana? Now, Asamu Pogana, Oya, Asamoah Gyan Poko, can't Ozama, John the Money Mamboka, shower there, and some of our can service Sabi, Onyana Quaroso, on live Oya TV, no, to McCain, Simi Pain, also Kenki was in the pain, or Simi Pain. The young the money man wabwa wa oya na mwa certain time bi na obo mazna na oka nyina nti da men se mini fi de asosa Asamoah Gyan na open na se mi wa ka another out then mo hu wa dwuje comment section ni ofa me afa gutuma afa me koska ska do obo no wa that is that right now mama kra o na echiri ntinko